The mad sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope, alas. 'Twill not hold for the coming destruction, can only truly be forestalled.
Since times of eld, remember. Draconic, then I bid ye farewell.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
Who would wish for such a calamity? I refuse to let this be the end of things. No! The monsters left something for us.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need,
I draw near. I shall not fail you. Need healing. I'm happy to oblige. Hold just a moment. I'll just pick this up.
I've just had a thought. Have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
The red clouds appear to descend with each passing hour. They swallow all they touch. I suppose the safest place is left.
Time to be heading home.
I sleep on my woe.
Fine place to ponder the higher mysteries, this. Ah, that's right. I must fetch those papers.
Oh. What does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Is this how our world is to meet its end?
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps, in any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with Laz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing, and I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the... Alas, try what I might. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then in your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from you. Tell me, Arisen, what became... So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious... Could that have been the world forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course...
Oh, Master. How long I've slept? Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I'm awake...
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief.
They do say good things come to those who wait.
Follow me if you would. I know the path best traveled.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Shedding.
This experiment bears repeating.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. Pure
Let me alone, will ye?
Peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Phaesus. Although I was wholly unconscious, I could still feel you.
Must we speak now, sir? I've lots to do.
wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. Good day, sir.
Go for some decent sleep.
Oh, could use a rest.
This is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Relax, acting uptight, not at the expense of...
You seem well.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon or so I had assumed. Yet aught here appears to be different. I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way.
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
My magics are at your disposal.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
You've made yourself an enemy.
Ye really pushing your, yet I must stand firm and do aught within.
You're going to regret that.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
There are too many of them. Better we cut down those who must proceed.
This is a tight spot.
This is it. Just make it quick.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Alas, Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Yes, Master? You require assistance?
You have my protection.
There are too many of them. Better we cut down only those who must.
Naught can without sacrifice.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Beast fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use.
Cut one monster down into the we ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. Feel like our prospects.
Let us guide the people to the sea.
Few know the real nature of the dragon.
many of them. Better we cut down only those we must to proceed.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. The world is in an... Why did you destroy it? The secret... Never mind. You've your charge, but I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is... Go, do what you must. I will remain here. Someday soon, I will... And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us. The world.
To think, that vase was in truth a dragon. 'Twas clever of you to realize its true nature, Master. Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have...
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the... We shan't weather this calamity, unless we can... Sir, the people despair at the state of the world. And that I maintain order as best I can. But for every But enough of my woes. What bring... You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, should we proceed, unheeding of their with every soul at their wits' end? As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now.
Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution.
That's quite a... You'll get what's coming to you.
As for me...
How dare you! How dare you! That's it. I've had enough.
Few are privy.
You'll get what's coming.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
This isn't right.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
I'm scared.
Hold fast to your convictions.
Interested in my wares?
Am I?
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Oh, how...
It's all a matter of practice, I'm sure.
Looking for aught in particular?
Some of us get
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden heart.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have put this upstart in his place for me, would you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your...
Aye, clear off. Pretty words. I'll not take that from you. Stop this, father! Thank you, sir.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we are none of us so different.
Not bad, all things considered.
You're just riding on your father's coat.
You slander my honor, sir! I demand... This is no business of yours.
Now. If we are to duel, we ought to have. Otherwise, who's to say the victor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other. Then, well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dump.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
Very well. I'll not force the issue, but do keep back, lest you become entangled in the...
Ah! Let us...
Bad enough.
How dare you interrupt a...
Such humiliation shan't go unanswered.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Keep back! Do not wish to injure you.
You're
going to regret that.
Your valiance shall be rewarded.
You dare violate the sanctity of our jewel!
You shall suffer for this. Why must fate be so...
Look at us! Put in our place like a pair of whelps!
I ought to thank you for holding up a mirror to our foot.
Aye, consider your lesson.
I was most surprised when you intervened in their duel. Did you aim to temper their pride by proving neither your equal?
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can... change it on a whim. Many thanks.
So you've chosen the path of the warfarer. In many ways, 'tis the apex of vocations.
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might leisure doing business.
Isn't worth my time.
'Tis a queer sensation, as though time's flow has been altered.
Indeed. All we once held to be true is now changed.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before?
Now this is a conundrum.
This place fills me with unbidden resentment.
Well met.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Interested in my wares?
Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventures.
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change... it on a whim. Many thanks.
Didn't have to work to earn my bread.
That's it. I've had enough.
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take... The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must... We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia, and apprise her of your doings. I must remain here to... Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you'll accept this...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
No quarrel here.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Mayhap we'll have some apologies.
Barely slept a week.
I know not what to call it, but a miracle. Empress Nadinia has returned to us from beyond the veil of death. Her Majesty has begun her supplications. She prays. I must ask you to wait till she has finished, ere you seek an audience with her.
One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's trouble. You have our gratitude for your efforts. Your journey continues, does it not?
We wish you could pray. Excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our...
Back Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am so...
Not bad, all things considered.
I pray you, get to the heart of all this.
We must make haste. The red clouds draw ever near.
Let us begin with the place most likely to be marked for destruction.
Our research should save the world.
Does life have meaning? Or is all continuing?
Should I trace life to its source, what might I find?
I dare say I can spare a moment. There's a task I would have you... Tend to. How disappointing.
Ronde Minida.
I fear for the arbor. It would seem there is far more stable.
Akael fil cal arume fa in Iterond et Tele el Vinantai.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
That dragon.
Don't bemoan our fate, though I'll admit I feel like our prospects.
Mining had the same smell of your